My name is Tyler Denk, graduated class of 2016, major in mechanical engineering and a minor in technology entrepreneurship. I've always been interested in starting new apps or websites or whatever. Freshman year, joined a bunch of entrepreneurship classes, played around with like a laundry service app with friends from home. We played around with Twitter for music discovery. And so I've always kind of toyed around with different ideas, whether it was mobile applications or websites, and have taken a few different jabs at building them. But definitely prior to University of Maryland, and then obviously being on campus surrounded by a bunch of other students, found a lot of opportunities to meet different people and explore different ideas. Back in 2017, I actually joined Morning Brew, which is another media publication, newsletter focused, as the second employee, and joined kind of like typical early employee wearing multiple different hats. So did everything from growth, product, and engineering, building out their email templates, the website, the referral program, which led to over 1 million email subscribers. I built a custom CMS for them, and then like an ad operations platform that was used by the sales team to manage all of the different inventory placements of the advertisements in the newsletters. So as far as like understanding the technology required to kind of scale an email platform and publication, had a lot of experience there. And then alternatively, I also ran all of the growth for the company for the first 18 months. So joined when there was about 50,000 subscribers and left at 2.5 million. So in terms of understanding the different growth strategies required, whether it's the data that you're looking at or the different acquisition channels, and then if you couple that with kind of like the back end software that we built custom for Morning Brew, felt like I had a pretty good understanding of what it took to scale an email publication and make it successful. At the same time, there were companies like MailChimp getting acquired for $12 billion. There's a few other competitors in the space that have raised a ton of venture capital. Ultimately, we are trying to build the most comprehensive platform for creators to create, grow, and monetize their audience, starting with email newsletters. I think there's a lot of room to run in the email space alone, as I just alluded to with MailChimp and the other competitors in the space. That being said, natural for creators, you can extend to audio and podcast, community, video. And I think that's where we'll go in 2023 and beyond. And so what we are doing is taking the best of the email newsletter ecosystem, so these 7 different constituent parts and a few others, bringing them all under one roof and vertically integrating everything. So it's very seamless for the content creator to manage everything in one platform. And then there's obviously a ton of benefits that come when you unlock the ability to integrate, let's say what was a third party referral program, natively doing it where you're creating your email newsletter and then having all the data live in a single place. There's a lot of advantages that unlocks. And so that is our vision for what I would consider the next 3 to 6 months, and then expanding opportunities for these newsletters to monetize. So the way that we were able to raise money so effectively and break into a very competitive space is because me and the co-founding team have a very strong background and track record of doing what we're building now. And so we're not breaking into Web3 or AI or big data, and just out of interest without any competency and track record of doing something. The fact that me and the 2 co-founders that I started the company with have all previously been technical people working on newsletter solutions and platforms, and have the track record of success of saying we took a publication from 40,000 subscribers to 2.5 million, and it got acquired by Business Insider for $75 million. Like, that is an easier track record to pin yourself to then raise money to hire employees and have early users buy into your vision. Simply put, when we were starting the company in college, like in order to test paid acquisition, in order to test like user traction, you need like either a community of support and early users to beta test your product. And then also just using that funds and the grants that we received to be able to acquire customers via paid channels. As broke college students, we couldn't pay Facebook, whatever, $100 or $1,000 a day to try to get users. So being able to understand how to grow our user base, to have beta testers, and then use the professors, the legal resources, and everything else to make sure that foundationally we were sound as a business and that everything was configured properly, was pretty invaluable. And I don't think we would have ever got the swings at bat if it weren't for like that foundation support that we received at Maryland.